Let's start with the first example number 1 on rectifiers, or to be more specific, on the half wave rectifier. So this is a very straightforward and very simple example regarding rectifiers. So if you look at this circuit, we have this circuit here, which is shown in figure. This circuit is consisting of an AC source, sinusoidal AC source of 120 volt RMS. Remember here, this is a supply voltage as RMS, not Vmax, however RMS. This is very important. Number 2, the frequency of the supply is 60 Hertz. Number 3, the load resistor is 5 ohms. We need to find, number 1, the average load current, I average, which is similar to IDC at the load side. Okay, I average or IDC. Number 2, we need to find the power absorbed by the load. Here I'm talking about the average power absorbed by the load, the total power, which means we are going to use the RMS relation. Here I'm not talking about DC power, I'm talking about the whole power, which is RMS. Number C, we need also to find the power factor of this circuit. Okay, let's start. First, you have here as a source of voltage, VRMS 120 volt. In order to convert this into Vmax, as we need it to get the current, Vmax is equal to VRMS multiplied by root 2, 120 multiplied by root 2. If you don't know about RMS or the relation between them, you have to go to the course of electric circuits. So Vmax 120 root 2, which is 169.7. Now, how can we get average load current? So I average, if you remember, I average is simply equal to I max divided by pi, right? Similar to what? Similar to V average equal to V max over pi. V average across the load, which we learned in the previous lesson. So V average V max over pi, so this is I max over pi, and I max itself is equal to V max divided by the total resistance in the circuit. So it will be like this. It will be the average current, or the output current, will be V output over R. V output here, since we are talking about average, it will be V max over pi, as you can see here. V max over pi divided by R. As you can see here, okay, V max over pi R. So this will be root 220 divided by R, which is a resistor 5, and pi gives us 10.8 amperes. Okay, that is the first requirement. I average equal to V average over R, and V average itself is V max over pi. Second one, which is the power absorbed. As we said before, we will use the RMS values. So power will be equal to VRMS square divided by R, or IRMS square multiplied by R. And VRMS of the output, as we learned in the previous lesson, or the previous lesson, VRMS equal to Vmax divided by 2. From the relations that we explained when we talked about the half-wave rectifier. So VRMS Vmax over 2, it will give us 84.9 volt. So VRMS square divided by R gives us the whole power consumed by the load, as you can see here. The last requirement, which is the power factor of the circuit. Here, when we are talking about power factor exists in AC part. So whereas AC, we are talking about the supply. So when we say power factor of the circuit, I am saying power factor of the supply. So let's just delete all of this. So what is power factor? If you remember, power factor is simply equal to active power consumed divided by the apparent power. So what is the amount of power consumed inside this circuit? So the power consumed is similar equal to Vrms square over R, which is 1441. Power factor P input over S input, and the input power, which is going to the rectifier part, rectification plus the load, P input is similar to P output. Why? Because the resistance of the diode is equal to 0 in this circuit, or we assume ideal diode. So we assume that this diode does not consume any kind of power. So all of the active power supplied by the supply going to our load. So Pn is equal to P output, active power, which is 1441. Now what is S input? The input apparent power. And as you know from electric circuits, input power is equal to Vrms multiplied by IRMS. Remember here, Vrms is the input RMS, input which is the RMS of the supply, which is this value. This one here representing the RMS of the output across the load. Here Vrms here input voltage, and multiplied by the input current. And as you can see here in the circuit, that the input current is similar to the output current. So IRMS here will be this value for current, which is Vrms 84.9 divided by the resistance, which is 5 ohms. Now where did we get this? Here's the current going through the load as an IRMS will be Vrms, the voltage across the load, divided by resistance. So the voltage RMS across the load is equal to 84.9 divided by the resistance gives us IRMS. This current, or this root mean square current, is similar to the input current coming from the supply. That's why IRMS output is similar to IRMS input. So let's just collect all of this. As you can see here, Vrms of the current is equal to Vmax over 2. This part is the Vrms of the output divided by the resistance gives us 17 amperes. Now power factor is the power provided, active power provided, which is 1441 as we said, and Vrms, as I said, input voltage, and the current output is similar to the input current, which is 17 amperes. So the power factor of this circuit is 0.707. Okay.